Hello, hello ladies and gentlemen, ChaosWulff here, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now, there's been a bit of news coming out of Frontier Development themselves, and for those of you who don't follow their forums or even their official Facebook page, what it is they are announcing a upcoming, not exactly an expansion, but it's halfway between an expansion and update for Elite Dangerous, which is going to be going into beta at some point soon. The exact details of when that has yet to be announced. But what it actually is that's being done is they are expanding on the game's multiplayer content. Basically being able to play the game with friends and so on. Now, the details of exactly what are going to be included in this content update are extremely sketchy at the moment. The only thing I've got at the moment is this picture that is up on screen at the moment, which would suggest that you can have some kind of common paint scheme throughout all your wing. The maximum or minimum sizes of a wing are completely unknown as yet, but according to Frontier Development, from their Facebook post, I'll just pull it up at the bottom before I carry on, but any of us that have had access to the original beta of the game will have automatic access to the beta of Wings. Again, when this will be is unknown, and also how anybody else would actually get access to this again is not known as yet. But I imagine details will be forthcoming very soon. Okay, well, that's all I know on this for the moment. I will keep you updated, but let's move on to a little bit of gameplay. We have some gameplay here of what I was playing last night. I'm doing my best to try and try and learn to love the Cobra. I'm finding it hard going at the moment. It's not a ship that I like as much. I much prefer my Viper. But anyway, we've just come across Commander Vegetape, and he's been a very naughty boy. He's not got a very high bounty on him. It's around about 6,000 to 7,000, but I thought I'd give it a go trying to collect it anyway. So I managed to pull him out of frame shift. And I turned around and decided to scan him, and I think this was a bit of a mistake, to be perfectly honest. And you can tell he wasn't best pleased about it giving me a RAM. But I'm not complaining, he took his shields down enough for me, barely did anything to mine. I mean, I am a heavier ship after all. But so I decided to scan him, and I switch over to my weapons, and I just take his shields down. Yeah, right now I'm just trying out burst lasers for a change to the usual beam lasers, and I hit him. I didn't mean to, but I just wasn't really paying attention. And now he's hitting me with his multi-cannons and his lasers, and I just hit my shield cell. I think at this point he realised there's no point in actually trying to fight me, and he actually decided to sod this. So he just blazes past me, and I move out the way and go up to chase him. And all of a sudden, he kicks in his frame shift drive. So I decided, as I'm chasing him, putting as much fire into him as I can. Naturally, my multi-cannons need to be reloaded just after I start firing. So I'm putting more fire into trying to burn him down before he manages to get away. And I had to get quite good. I get quite far. I managed to get him down to about 25, 26% before he jumps out. I take a quick look over into my contacts, and I notice that he's only on a low energy frame shift wing, so he's just jumped back into Super Cruise, nothing else. So I jump into Super Cruise as well, and go to chase him down. So I get into Super Cruise and I look around, and I find a Viper moving away, and I scan it, and it turns it's the same guy. It's Commander Vegetape, and he's on 26%. So I chase him down a bit. It takes a little while to get behind him. And if I had just decided not to scan him at the beginning, I would have already had the bounty on him. But he's already decided to try and jump away. And I'm trying to be funny, writing a message to him. And I could have interdicted him before now already, but I left it a little bit too long. If I'd have hit the interdiction about about 5 seconds earlier, I'd have got him. But he's jumped off to another system, and unfortunately I cannot follow him. Because, well, first of all, I don't have a wake shift scanner on my Cobra. And second of all, he did it from Super Cruise, so even so I still couldn't do it. So I gave up trying to do that, and I decided to go scour the USS's to find myself an assassination contract. And here we are, we have Jensen Toggle. Now this one I am quite comfortable with with scanning, because the AI aren't as smart as human players. They will actually let me scan them, not just run away. But yeah, the one thing I will say about the Viper is the Cobra even, is it's a lot more maneuverable in a way than the Viper. I'm finding it a lot easier to stay out of this guy's way. I managed to get my scan off and switch over to my weapons. And with my pulse lasers, I'm not even taking down any of my charge, so I can just keep continuing to fire. I thought I'd give it a go to see how much quicker it is to get the shields down with pulse lasers as opposed to my beam lasers. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't actually tried beam lasers yet on this. But there's one thing I am noticing with the Cobra, is that I'm having to use the shield cell module a lot more often, so I'm running out of shield cells a lot of the time. And I haven't had to use it yet, but I've not been under a lot much fire from this guy. The occasional Anaconda that you come across, the fast ones that have really good turning circles, and are able to keep you in their sights a lot longer, those are a nightmare. With my Viper, because my Viper has so much better shields in comparison to the Cobra, I can just tank them so much more easily. On average, with my Viper, I use about 3 shield cells, maybe, not even that sometimes. In my Viper, I feel like I'm using an average 5, and that's just really not enough, too many. I know the shields aren't fully upgraded yet, but I think I'm on the Bs, so I'm not going to be getting that much more out of it. I think I'm really going to be sticking with my Cobra, my Viper even. The main reason to keep the Cobra is all the cargo space that it has. But I'll keep it around for the moment. I'll try it a bit more. We'll wait until I've got it fully upgraded and then make my mind up. I hope that's appreciated, because it's a really hard thing to keep with a ship that I'm not liking too much. But yeah, now we pretty much got this guy's shield down, but he turns around and gets the nose of his ship pointed at me, but he doesn't manage to fire anything at me. So I managed to get on anything and actually fire on him. Now, the weird thing is, at the moment I am actually using... I decided to hug him because at the moment I am actually using fixed multi-cannons. I'm not actually using... I'm not using gimbaled multi-cannons at all, because I accidentally bought the fixed ones. But I thought, well no, I'll give it a go, see how much more damage they do. Because I'm not even bothering to try and aim for his power plant, because my ability to aim non-gimbaled weapons is ludicrously bad. I thought I'd give it a go against the Anacondas, because they're not exactly known to be really fast-moving small targets. So I'm managing to actually do a fair amount of damage to him with my multicans. I mean, we've already got him down to 35% hull. I think that's in about 2 or 3 reloads of the multi-cannon, I'm not sure. But I'll do my best to lead the target as best as I can, and following the aiming reticle. But as long as they hit, I don't really care. But I'm concentrating so much on actually trying to aim down fast that I actually forget to hit my shield cell. And at this point I realise he's on 20%, so there's no point of me trying just to run away. So I might as well just burn him down because it's going so quickly. So I stick around and actually just fire on him with my multi-cannons and try and get him down as fast as possible, so I should get him in this reload. But I blow him up just at the same time that he takes out my canopy. So now I have 7.5 minutes to get myself to the nearest orbital to get my canopy replaced and not to die in the vacuum of space. So at the moment, time is of the essence. I'll jump into Super Cruise and take a look at which one is the closest orbital, and that's MacArthur Colony. But yeah, flying around in Super Cruise is not the most efficient when you've got no canopy, because as you can see, the heads-up display doesn't actually cover the bits where you are
cabin pressure alert.
Where the canopy is actually broken out. You'd imagine that that'd actually be part of the helmet. That'd be a bit more efficient in my eyes, but no, oh well. And because I'm stressing, thinking I better get there quick, I know I actually have enough time, but at this point, when it actually happens to you, because it's not very often I've had this happen, I kind of stressed out a little and rushed my approach too much. But yeah, let's jump ahead until I actually get to the orbital itself. Now, it took me a while to actually get to land because the landing assist hologram actually didn't come up because it bugged out. But I get in, repair myself, and get ready to go out again. Now, after stopping off at one of the larger orbitals to actually go into the outfitting department, as I already needed to change my multi-cannons, I thought, yeah, why not? I'll try out some different weapons. And I decided to pick myself up a pair of missile racks. I've seen others actually using the dumbfire missiles against these Anacondas to great success, but I thought, if the dumbfires look really good, but what about the Seeker missiles? Let's give those a try. So I thought, okay, I'll pick myself up to grade 2 Seeker missiles. And decided to jump out and try them against an Anaconda. And this is the guy we came across. Emil Mendeley. At least I think that's how it's said. So we basically just jump in and I start using my pulse laser, take his shields down, as per usual. And as soon as I get your shields down, not only do I start firing off all the missiles, I completely forget about my shield cell, and I then go and ramming. So I've taken myself down to 90% and him down to 79%. Now there are the Federal Security Services flying around as well, so I need to be careful with my fire. But I decided to close to open the distance and get my shields back up, because that was a really stupid mistake to actually just go and headbutt an Anaconda. Admittedly, it wasn't intentional, but yeah, it's still not great. So I'm having to dodge around a lot myself now to try and avoid incoming missiles myself, and to get my shields back up. There we go, we managed to get them back up, and hit my shield cell to get them back up fully. So I turn around and start aiming in on the Anaconda yet again, waiting for the missiles to acquire that lock before I close in and fire off a few more. Oh, but naturally, if you have to be very careful, because if you actually move too much to the side, the missiles will lose their target lock. At the moment, I'm trying to let him pay more attention to the feds at the minute, but that's not working too well. So I managed to get up on his side, and I think I just managed to hit the shield cell before my shields go down. And I fire off some more missiles at him. And at the moment, these only seem to be doing about 2% damage. I don't know why they're doing so little. But I'm in the fight now, so I just decide to empty the racks. And he takes my shields down yet again. So at the moment I'm actually kind of deciding whether or not to stay around, because he is mainly focusing on the others. But in the end I decide no, it's best to go away, get out of the way and get my shields back up. I don't want to risk getting blown up right now, because I don't think I actually have enough credits to rebuy the ship. I got a little bit greedy with upgrading the ship. And his shields are just about to come up anyway. There they go, they've just gotten back up again. But I'm staying out the way for the moment until my shields get back up.
Shields online.
But as you can see, the shields on the Cobra is nowhere near as good as the ones on the Viper. But the hull on the Cobra is better, but that's kind of irrelevant in a way because you don't really want to get your shields down. But yeah. Anyway, I start taking these shields down again. And then I start getting ready to fire the rest of my missiles at him. I mean, we have a lock already, and I'm trying to maneuver around without losing my target lock and still being able to put effective fire into him. And you just gotta wait for his shields to go down. At the moment, like I said, I'm concentrating more on maneuvering than anything else. I lost my target lock there. I was way too close for that. I think the missiles just won't lock if you're within a certain distance. And again, I'm still not getting them locked. I'm not flying them most efficiently here. But we get his shields down, and I fire off a couple of missiles. And I just keep firing. I'm just going to empty the tubes at him. I think I might be too far away for them to actually hit him properly, because that one just, those two just seem to explode too far away. And then I lose the lock yet again because I get too close. I think you have to be very a kind of a set distance away to do the best amount of damage with these missiles. But yes, I'm still just peppering his back with missiles. Not all of them seem to be hitting, and naturally one of the feds decides to fly in front of my ship whilst I'm firing at him. Very smart, boys. Very smart. You've made me wanted now. And again, I really should have been paying attention to where he was coming from. But yeah, now he's firing multi-cannon fire at one of the feds. So he's kind of ignoring me so much at the moment. I'm just waiting for my missile racks to reload now. And as soon as they are, I'm going to be letting rip more. I think this is my last full reload. I'm not sure. I might have one more after. I don't remember. But I've still got my target lock. There we go. It just drops off there. Yeah, this is my last loadout. The last load of missiles. So I'm going to enter them in and see what health I managed to get him down to. Getting down to 34 there. Those ones explode and do absolutely nothing to him. I don't know why. I'll fire some more off at him, take him down to 28. I have 3 missiles left per tube. But at the moment I'm just trying to get a little bit of distance. And naturally I'm now wanted by everybody in this. Everybody's after me now. So I'll open the distance up, coming back in, getting another lock and firing off the rest of my missiles. And again, the feds decide to fly in front of my my fire path. Getting down to 18%, and now I'm out of ammunition for my missile racks. The rest has got to be done by burst laser. So it was an interesting, it was an interesting experiment flying around using the missiles. They seem to be very good against smaller ships, against Anacondas and so on, not so much.
Target shields online.
I did try earlier on against, again, just doing normal bounty hunting with these Seeker missiles, and they were doing quite well. Naturally, they are absolutely horrible against shields, but they are amazing against smaller ships, especially Eagles and so on. I can take them out in one shot. At this point, I was considering just running for it because I didn't want to get blown up. But then I thought, actually, no. I've got him down to 13%. The hell with it. I'll just try and get my shields up a bit more and survive this. He's now more paying attention to everybody else. I'll keep my pips into my shields for now to try and keep them up as much as possible, because at the moment I'm out of shield cells again. Like I said, the Cobra shields are nothing on the Vipers. The main advantages of the Cobra I've found is a greater amount of power output of the reactor, so I can fit bigger weapons if I want. and a lot more internal storage, so I can have... And there we go. I managed to hit another another Fed. So they weren't happy with me before, and now they're even less happy with me. But yeah, like I said, the Cobra's upsides are that I can have cargo racks, as well as the rest of the equipment I usually have in my Viper, because there's an extra 2 internal compartments. Not only that, there's the power plant's better. And there we go, we got him. So the Cobra's upsides are the better power plant and more internal compartments. The Viper's upsides are it's faster in a straight line, I think, or at least I feel like it is. And it's the main point is its shields are just infinitely better. Now at this point, I think sod this. I'm not sticking around to get shot at by the Feds. So with this, I'm jumping back to port.
Engage.
But that's enough for that. And I don't know about you guys, but I am really looking forward to an expanded multiplayer experience. I'm looking forward to being able to fly around in a wing or squadron with my my friends. That would be absolutely amazing, and with you guys as well. And talking about you guys, I've got to thank you all yet again, because as from the last time I said, I had 200 subscribers. Now I have over 350. That's absolutely amazing. And it's getting more and more every day, so I must be doing something right. But again, I just wanted to say thank you very much to everybody that's subscribing to the channel. But yeah, anyway, looking forward to the new updates. Apparently the missions are going to be having a big update as well at some point in the future, but again, all information on that is hazy. But yeah, anyway, this has been ChaosWulff. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you liked the video, please do consider hitting that like button. It really does help the channel out. And also, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as well to get updates of when I put new content out. But anyway, this has been ChaosWulff. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, Commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.